The summer's calling. The summer's calling. If the kingdom is overthrown, meet me at the cornerstone. I know that I can't be without you. This bond is solid gold. We're a diamond and an emerald. It took me forever to find you. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling. As we wait for the smoke to clear and we watch our dreams appear, I know that we can rise together. This vision that we share is ours. Together we can touch the stars. I know that we will see December. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling. As we wait for the smoke to clear and we watch our dreams appear, I know that we can rise together. This vision that we share is ours. Together we can touch the stars. I know that we will see December. 'Cause when it's all over, the love that you give will be there to guide you in every way. Now we've been through the cold and darkest days. The summer's calling.
Hello everybody and welcome back. We are trying something new today. I say new, it's been out for a while. Lawn Mowing Simulator. Now, I haven't played this yet, so I've got no idea what we're walking into. I've only just downloaded it this afternoon, as I've been trying to remind myself all week to download it. Right, so actually let's check the options before we do anything. Yeah, that's about as far as I got. I turned the music off because the music was awful. Ooh, is there a... Let's just turn that down. I've got a feeling that's going to be really, really loud. Let's just turn that down so we can hear ourselves think. I'm hoping there's like a tutorial or something. Free mower. Should we try free mowing just to get a hang for the controls? It's that giant gnome there. Requires... Alright, we've got to level up to get some of those. I don't know what any of these are, so let's just... And we'll go with the first one. What's this? Oh, a strimmer as well. Evening, Frodo, and welcome in. We're just starting, and I'm going to try, before we do the career mode, just to try and get a feel for the controls, we're going to try the free mode, which I'm assuming just lets you do what you want. Let's see what happens. What could possibly go wrong? Does that mean he's been in the cab 3 times already tonight? Oh, I'm going to have to secretly, when he's not looking, change the limits, aren't I? Because I set it up for him so one person can only throw him in the cab. Like individually can throw him in the cab per stream. And there's like an hour cooldown, but it can only happen 3 times in total throughout the stream. Oh, I better turn the game audio on so you can all be deafened by the lawnmower. Actually, I changed my sound menu and that should give me the volume control. If it ever loads. So we get a 99.5 cut, and the cut has to be between 3.5 to 4.5 centimetre. Ground check time unlimited. And recommended cut time unlimited. I'm assuming when we do the career mode then it's going to be there'll be like greater restrictions. So right bump at the sprint, well that isn't at all awkward. Okay, so here's the garden that we have come to ruin. I'm hoping it's going to be like a tutorial type thing. At the very least we can learn a little bit. Let's see, vehicle condition, engine condition, blade condition. We're going to have to get out and change the blades. Hold X to start the engine. What? Okay, so the throttle is in 2 positions, and use that to accelerate. Isn't it like gradual? Just get it. What's the point of that? Oh, it just cut height. Oh yeah, look there. You can see where it says 4 centimeters. And press X to engage and disengage the cutting blades. Okay, we're cutting. I'm about going to grab the wife some lunch. Oh, yeah. Feeding time. You're always in at the snacks, Frodo. Like a true hobbit. Oh, this is really, really jerky. I just gotta hold it like that. Didn't want it in like neat lines, did they? I don't remember getting that memo. And when I first saw this game, it reminded me of one of the levels in Planet 51 where you have to cut the grass. And I think it's next week or the week after we're actually going to be returning to Planet 51. I was probably doing one stream, but we definitely have to get, definitely have to do the whole game. So apparently the vehicle condition is lowering. I don't know quite what we're going to do about that. Maybe it's just because I'm hitting the sides. Should we get those bits? I'm guessing that if we drive over here it will lower the blade condition. Can we drive over the plants? We can. We're going to get fined. That adds flavour and excitement. I hear that we can make progress to making everyone throw up on the stream achievement. Because Twitch goals. Oh, something was redlining there. Something's wrong. What does that red line mean? Warning, you are overloading the engine. Okay, hold that to start the engine. That's really stupid to use this for the throttle, but there's no variation. It's just a case of it's on or it's off. Alright. Can we get in the cab view? Must be in the cab view, surely. Crikey, how big is this garden? Look at this. This is where you need to use fire to mow the grass. Flip it, Mr. Smith. Welcome in there, mate. We're having a go of Lawnmower Simulator. We're not playing it properly yet because I've just like downloaded the game like an hour ago, and we're giving it a bash. This is like the free play mode sort of thing, so that I can just get a feel for the controls before we like start career mode. The controls are very twitchy, I would say. What sort of trouble have you been causing then there today, mate? And here. I was put easy in the cab for the third time. I bet Easy's a happy bunny. He does love him some time in the cab. We're 26% done on this field here. I was just saying to Frodo a minute ago there, I'm going to have to, when I'm next doing some work for Easy Guy, I'm going to have to reconfigure it so that we can sneakily get him more cab times. Yes, he always expresses his love for the cab. He just can't contain himself. I'm definitely for that inverted controls as well. We could do a double whammy on him and force him to invert his controls. I did I think it was last year, I did a Minecraft challenge, you know, like by putting the points in. and like for one of the community things, and it was I called it Australia mode, and we played Minecraft with the screen inverted, so that it was upside down all the time. So I had to do everything. It was very, very, very confusing, shall we say, to look where you were going, because everything was the opposite direction. Plus with the screen being upside down. I think I got this game through. Yeah, it's all. We're playing it on Xbox Game Pass, but a couple of weeks ago, it was given away free on the Epic Game Store. But I'm playing on the Xbox because the option is there for the precious Xbox achievements. Actually, what are the achievements in this one? Let's have a quick spy. So, my current gamer score is 141,370. And achievements for the game, what is it? Purchase your first vehicle, and secret achievements. Everyone join in, complete the contract. Well, when we flip over to the real mode, we'll be able to have a little spy. Oh, hang on, what we got here? Oh, you can't park there, mate. no bother there, mate. Is that a farming sim that you're in? Sometimes when I see the clips and it's inside of the trucks. For a brief moment, I'm never certain if it's farming sim or if it's like Euro or Colonial Truck Sim. Have a little scan down these here. Blade Runner. Sprint a total of 1 mile. Oh, I can get that achievement. Sprint a total of 1 mile. We can run around in circles for 5 minutes. Okay, we have a goal for this evening. If you had the audio and you hear me yelling it easy because he caused me to crash. I know, it was like the Easy Eye complains because whenever I play Farming Sim with him, I end up doing like the OCD stuff, and I start stacking equipment in places that, like putting it away all like super neat and tidy. But that also includes putting things like harvesters in the lofts of barns and stuff. I will find a way to get them all up there. It's like when we play the Hunter. It's my goal in the Hunter to get to everywhere where the developers don't intend you to ever go to. It's like on the Savannah map, the Africa one. You go on top of the mountain that you weren't supposed to get to. I will find my way up. Plus, you can use the quad bikes in that to actually glitch yourself 100 foot in the air. It's really awkward to pull off, but it is doable. You can get yourself catapulted up into the air. So we've carved ourselves out a really weird shape to be cutting here. I don't know if there's like an in the cab view on this. Let's just see. Have a look at the controls. Move the head up and down. Reset camera. Right stick. Oh yeah, right, yeah. Just to move it around. Change camera is Y. Ooh. Well, that's just weird. So I do that on Euro Truck. I had the mod that removes barriers, so I end up now dead end roads. Yeah, going off the off the grid. Cutting corners by cutting across the empty terrain. I need to learn how to play that the Euro Truck and the Colonial Truck. I got them last Christmas, right? Because they were in the Steam Christmas sale for £1. Oh, let's pause it there for a second there. CGD, welcome in there, mate, and thank you so much once again for the raid there, CGD. Welcome in, everybody. How did you get on with the Hot Wheels? There, are you in need of a new controller? CGG, did you rage quit? But welcome in there, mate, and thank you again so much for the raid there. It is massively appreciated. I never know quite how to thank all of you guys. These are all complete and utter maniacs, especially that CGD. Everyone, it's complete loony. But welcome in there, mate. As I said, we are having a go of Lawnmower Simulator. I couldn't figure the name there. At the minute, we haven't started the career mode. We're doing like the free play just to get an idea of the controls, and we're doing a little bit in the cab in honor of Easy Guy here, because we all know how much he loves the cab. So I turned the difficulty down. That made it too easy. What was the other game that you were playing the other week? There was another one where it was another racing one. But what was that one we were watching? Because I remember that one you changed the dial for the difficulty. Because I was like just curious to see, doing the exact same race, how it would have affected. So if you had done the exact same race with the AI on as low as it would go, and then did another one where it was high it was go, I would love to have seen the comparison between it. Just out of curiosity to see how the game would like adjust it, if you know what I mean. That would have made quite for me anyway, that would have made a really cool highlight reel. Because I'd be curious how the how the maps would have rolled out. What he's quickly coming to Oz 2.0 to wherever he goes. And WRC 10. It was fun last. It was I played. Was 4. I can't remember which ones I've got. I've got some like for the 360 and what have you. Some of those games. I kind of remember exactly which names they are. I used to maintain a list of all my Xbox games, actually all my games, like for every console, going back to my like Atari and Spectrum. But after like 25 years of filling out the database, I was like, I can't be doing this anymore. It got really difficult to track the distributed ones because you get so many of them free that I just never had the time to keep it up to date, and I thought, I've got no chance now. I'd have to basically start from scratch. Too much like hard work. Just means that AI wouldn't be as fast on there. I thought it might have affected your like the controls as well. I wasn't sure if that would be how the AI would have how that tool would have worked for the difficulty, because it was quite a large percentage bar if I remember right. Like quite a lot of numbers you could like a range that you could pop it through. I wasn't sure if it would affect the handling of the car, so it might go around the corners a bit easier or anything like that. Yeah, if it's on Game Pass, I'll give it a bash. Loving the cab, easy would be proud. What was it? So, alright, so we've got this view. Okay. See, the thing is though, like, when I'm playing Farming Sim, I personally prefer the cab view. Just seen as well, guys, if you're not already following CED, although I very much doubt there is anyone here today that is not following this maniac, please jump over and give him a follow. He's an absolutely awesome guy. And he's going to be skiving off for the rest of the week. So we all get to save some money this week because he won't be bringing in all of his special offers. He's away camping. And when they said lawn mowing, they didn't mention anything about crop circles, did they? The biggest side note of it is great, should impact it, or should implement it even on the whole game. Oh, I'm also getting as well previously on the Dr. Ravenholm show. Oh, we're flying on some Astroneer. I really enjoyed that game. We were talking about like when we were playing Satisfactory last night briefly. The first like hour and a half of Astroneer, I did not think I was going to like that game. But then it just like clicked, and I was away, and that became one of the games that we were out there doing like all nighters on. You know, they tended to like 5-hour streams, as opposed to the average of like 2 hours or so that I would normally do. So a little bit of a play on something before bedtime. Just back over there. There is a new update. I think I really need to check. I'm sure it's out where there's now trains in Astroneer. I'd love to give that a bash. Expand our base. We really need to get more automation as well in our base, because it's we kind of like used all of the resources we had, and I used spreadsheets to keep track of all the builds as well, because we had like weeks of just manufacturing so that we could complete a quest. Well, thinking about manufacturing, last night after the stream finished, I got the power station primed. That was a pain in the ass, but I finally got it producing power, the big power station that we built last night. I thought it was nearby it was an alpha. It took a lot long to release and gave up waiting. I'd definitely recommend it. I mean, Astroneer was one of the games where, as well, the first time I ever launched the game was on stream, and I did absolutely nothing in between streams. So everything that we learned over the course of all that is all in those like streams over on the YouTubes. Where somewhere down there's a playlist of them all in. I wanted to do that with Satisfactory, but with Satisfactory, where I need to AFK a lot. That save file is over 100 hours, but lots of it is a case of whilst I've been working, I've just like I've chucked it like I chucked it on, minimised it whilst I'm working, or if we go out anywhere for the day, so that it AFK to generate the resources, because some of them take so long to gather, and process and manufacture. It's probably the only reason that we've been able probably to advance so quickly in Satisfactory, because I let it just build up tons and tons of storage. Next week though, we'll be doing we're going to bring oil down to the base. Well, it's already there, but the actual manufacturing side of it, we're going to, rather than it being all the way up at that outpost, keep it all on site, so it's a lot easier to grab bits and bobs when we need it. Might look at putting storage somewhere where, instead of me jumping all over the base, just have everything funnel. We may demolish the base, or we might just build a platform on top of it and forget about the underground. It'd be like, in Futurama, how they had old New York underneath. Maybe our old factories could just exist underneath, and we can forget about. Actually, that might be more funny. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll build like a big platform and just bury the old base underneath. Put like cobwebs up around it if we can. Picture that even had a Oh yeah, but we have the transport tubes that go up to where the oil bit is. It just takes so long. It's like 2 kilometers in game. Okay. Yeah, there was a guy who used to stream called Brightblade. When he used to play that, he used to play the little Futurama jingle every time he jumped into one of the tubes to zoom around his factory. They didn't want those plants anyway, did they? 96%. Once we complete this garden, we'll go into career mode and see what happens. Because there's precious achievements that are possibly easily achievable. I want to get that sprint around the garden. We'll sprint 1 mile around the garden, so be prepared everyone. We're going to run around in a circle for 10 minutes. I think for completion we had to get this to, say, 99.5 at the beginning. Does it cut in reverse? So I'm 97 in a bit. I think we've got everything there. There's little tufts of grass along here. So if we just go over that, it'll be great. Those blue plants, those are weeds, trust me. I'm an expert at growing weeds. Oh, some patchy bits here. That percentage bar is not going up there. No, they didn't want the flowers. This percentage is not going up very fast, is it? Let's just grind all the way down here and see if we can take out. Penalty, destroying flowers? No. 98%? On a side note, is the lawnmower noise too loud, or do you want me to knock it down a bit? I know I've turned my headset down because it is really loud in my headset. You know, I will knock it down 2 points. Ah, look, here's the big bit. Oh, did it sound alright? I just wasn't sure if it might have been a bit too loud. It's like you know, when we're in the quads in the Hunter. I have to turn the headset down, or I turn the game audio down for you guys whenever we're going that, because they are deafening. If there was an individual volume slider for the quads in the Hunter. Taking a couple of days off the Hunter because I've been as well, because normally every day I put in at least 1.5 day cycles in game, just trying to get that great one to spawn in. But I've taken a couple of days off. I haven't played it since Wednesday when we streamed it, because I've been putting crazy hours in to get that great one to spawn. I'm assuming all we're left with is little tiny tufts of grass in places. Oh, there's one there. There's one there. Is there maybe there's a patch round here? Oh, there's a little bit there. Get that. Ah, a little bit along here. Oh, we're almost at 99%. I couldn't just say I thought the sound was getting quieter. Turns out that was moving my head a certain way and hitting the volume control on the headset. Nice. One good thing about the with the wave-free microphone that I've used for the last couple of years in streaming, it gives us like independent control of all the volume, so you get one set of volume as well, and I get another set of volume. So it like sometimes on the streams, I'll have iTunes open and I'll have some music playing with my own, whilst I feed you guys the copyrighted free music. Which is, I would love to blast Evanescence through the stream. don't know where these last little tufts of grass are. How do we get off the mower? Do you get off the mower? There must be a way to get off the mower. Because we had a hand tool as well that we could use. Change camera views, whatever, vehicle, interact. Accelerate. Sprint, first person. Lower thingamajig, reverse accelerate, bumpers. Yeah, because of that, the sprint button, of course, is not in an awkward place. Throttle up and down. Yeah, how do we. Oh, maybe as we. No, that didn't work. How do we get out of this mower then? There's a little tuft of grass there. Must be a way to get out, surely. So you had the option to run around. That button didn't do anything. What's this button do? We're trapped. We're trapped for all eternity in this mower. What happens if I park it back up again? Can I get out of it if we are parked up? What's this? Empty grass. Right, yeah. I might be trapped because it's in free play. You know, if we had to cut this tidally, we would have been able to see where all the grass was. Hashtag blame Chrissy. Wow, there's some little tufts here. We need 0.4 to escape. There's another little tuft there. I think we'll jump out and we'll go to career mode, because I don't know where we're going to find these. Evening to Immersive. Or what was it there? I do that too. I have my game through a separate. Oh yes, you've got like on a different machine, so you can listen. You can listen to it through. And do you just like combine the music all together, or do you have like a like little headset inside of your big one? Because I've seen a few folk do that. They've got like the big headset on, but then you see the second set of wires because they've got their iPhone headphones through it. Well. We are short 0.4 tufts of grass, and I'm having difficulty finding them because of the way that we may have not cut the grass in a particularly logical fashion. Right, I think we've gotten the gist of what we're doing, apart from the fact that we can't seem to get out of the machine. But like you say, that could be because we are in like the free play mode where we're just having a bit of practice. Let's now go into what do we call it mode? Yeah, I should set it down to cut the grass down to 0 centimeters, shouldn't I? That gets all the grass. Then we'd know where we'd cut. So there's challenges, but there's career. We'll start a new career. Oh, play with tutorials. Yeah, maybe we should start with that. Let's get started. Career mode. In this mode, you start your own loan company, builds up its reputation, and then lots of our clients all start to disappear. There's funny for like marks and like there's like bone scratches on the inside of the vehicle and so on and so forth, you know. Company name. Oops. Play with tutorials, yes. Did we call our company Slot 1? What can we call it? I am liking the idea of calling it Slot 1 now. Sure, I wasn't expecting like I thought it was just going to throw straight into it. Flip it mowing, alright. Flip. What's it? It. Oh, that's a space. Flip it mowing. Okay, company logo. What have we got in here? Shears of Death. Edit player. What have we got then? Can we rotate them around? They all look scary. Makes no odds. Company hat. Did we go like in honor of Easy Guy? Did we go with pink? Or do we go with? I'm trying to think like, what would be the sort of like the colours for the scorched earth that we're going to be causing here. A 70s mustache guy, like from the bloody Village people. Ooh, luminous green, chav green, no doubt that is. Logo placement. Front and back. Or logo. Oh right, I thought it was going to give us a choice of where exactly we want to put it. Can I not rotate this character so I can see them? Front and back, back only, no logo. Front and back, I suppose. Uniform colour, primary colour. Oh crikey, that is something. What else did we miss? Player name. There we go. Looks like a giant green tennis ball. Yep, that is the look we're going for in our company. See, because we flip the vehicles, we've got to remain in perpetual high vis. Okay, I think that is all good. Confirm. Are you happy with the setup? Press and accept. Yeah. Test drive. Now you have a company of your own. You will need your first vehicle to get cutting. Select from the vehicles list below and take it for a test drive. Vehicles equipped with a collection type deck that means that cut the grass, clippings are sucked into the vehicle's hopper. Yeah. No piles of grass clippings. Yeah, imagine if we had to go and do that. We're just going to go with. Do we need to do a test drive really? That's probably how the tutorial works. Are you sure you want to test drive the what do we call them? Yes, we are. In our ludicrous costume. The neighbours will be thinking like there's like an alien abduction happening, you know, with a bright light that's just emanating from the neighbour's house. this while to load here, doesn't it? Anytime. When you're ready. Welcome to the test drive area. Now you're familiarised with your vehicle, and right, approach the vehicle and use the buttons to look around. Good on vehicle. What was that? Just need the music from Close Encounters now. Yes. Evening, Samwise, and welcome in. What sort of trouble are you up to? Frodo was just saying he was bringing you snacks. We are on Lawnmower Simulator, and we are 45 minutes in, and we are just starting the game technically. We're just now starting the tutorial. So once you're in your vehicle, you will need to get it started. The grass. Each vehicle is slightly different to get going. Now, luminous jumpsuit. Hold X to start. Use this to change the throttle and accelerate. So yeah, this is the tutorial things that we've done before. With the vehicle started, take a moment to get used to the drive over the grass and start cutting. He just brought you your McDonald's at work. I could go for a McFlurry right now. Tell him to drop me one off. So, once on the grass, you need to get your deck ready by first setting the cut height and engaging the cutting blades. You should only ever... Ooh, that could be a technical issue. There's a spider that's 3 inches in size just walked across the floor of the room, and it's away underneath the desk. Well, someone who's not going to be happy. What's that there? You should only ever turn your blades on when on the grass, otherwise you will damage them. Okay, so we can adjust the height, which is in like really difficult to see print, I have to say. Oh, you have this game, or you played it once. Yeah, this is the first time that I'm doing it as well. Wonder if it has co-op. Just imagine steering. I don't know if it does. I mean, surely this is built in the same engine that like Farming Sim and what have you. Surely that they could put multiplayer into this. Let's see. When on contact, you're required to cut the grass to a certain height. Each contract will choose the cut height. Set your vehicle to a range of 5 to 6 and cut 20% of the grass. Where you cut the track's progress bar at the top of the screen. Yeah, we got that from before. Oh, I was going to cut it really crazily. That was set for 5. I think he said 5. And they said cook 20% of the grass. They never said it had to be straight. And then we'll connect the final circle. You were just about to say cut it evenly. Maybe we could try that. I mean, it's an option, I suppose. So what sort of trouble you guys... Oops, hang on. Pro view. By holding that, you can... Pro view to highlight areas of grass that have been cut or not to the required height. That kind of highlights it. You said the glowy, that was what the darker green stripy bits are. What was I about to say? Oh, what sort of trouble have all you guys been causing today? We've been out most of today visiting my dad. Because he broke his phone. He's completely bricked it. And then he also bricked Lynn's phone. Technically he didn't brick it. BlackBerry bricked it. So I got him a new phone today. And the only thing I wasn't able to get, I couldn't retrieve his text messages because he saved them locally and not on the cloud. And I couldn't retrieve his contacts because he saved them locally on the device and not in the cloud. However, I was able to get 60% of his contacts into the phone, I would say. You always save to the SIM card. I've got the devices here because what's happened is he went to install an update on his phone because it said there was like updates to do for the apps and for the operating system. And when it rebooted, that was it. It just put itself into a reboot loop. Lynn's phone, my dad's wife, she got a new phone last year, and I transferred all of our stuff over then because they both had the same BlackBerry Priv, and because I'm assuming because BlackBerry is no more, that or more or less no more. Because her phone hadn't been on for a year. It started up no bother yesterday apparently, so they got it running. Then of course it connected back to the network in the house as it would, because it would do that normally. And then it go, oh look, there's an update to do, and it downloaded the same update and then bricked itself. I'm assuming it's trying to connect to get like the BlackBerry variant of Android. I've got the devices here. I mean, they're not of any use because they've got new phones anyway. But just as a technical exercise, I strip them down. Even if I've got to like manually hook into the memory unit, I'll experiment on them. So I work today, so we'll have to turn the volume down when customers are in the office. Turn it up. Tell them I said hello. So in other words, no, if you've got a BlackBerry Priv, don't update it. Because the fact that the exact same bricking occurred the exact same way, that tells me that it's obviously it's a manufacturer's error. I couldn't get it to boot up in like safe mode or anything like that. So I'm probably going to have to like strip it and sand off one of the bloody chips. We'll see. If I can avoid doing that and doing it another way, brilliant. I can't. It's such a pain in the ass. Let's see, great work. In a real contact hour, you expected to cut all the grass. No. We're doing crop circles. I assume that we're supposed to... yeah. What was the button to unload it again? Right. I wasn't aimed right. Oh, I just noticed there was a little percentage bar thing on the side that tells us how big the hop was full. Oh, that could have been useful. If you want to get off the vehicle for any reason, press and hold this button. Holding. Ah, there we go. Right, so now we know how to do that. We've got to hold B. I don't think I had a BlackBerry. I went from a Nokia, the indestructible one, to a Motorola, the flip one, to the Samsung, then Apple, then back to Samsung. I've not had too many mobile phones. I generally keep them for years. You know, you get the ones like they replace them every year, and it's just like madness. I usually try to get a good like 5-6 years out of them where possible. I started off with the Bosch brick. That was my first mobile phone. Back that must have been around 99ish. It was like 30 quid. It was the big orange Bosch brick, if you remember those ones. And what did I get after that? I think I replaced that one with the Samsung. It was like a Samsung flip phone, and it was like the first one to have like this particular type of like color display. But I forget what it was. And then I got like a Samsung slidey one, like a fat slidey one. I forget what the numbers are. After that I got a Sony Ericsson one, but the one with the proper camera flash on it. Where'd I go from that? After that one, I got the HTC Titan. Not the newer HTC Titan. This was like the older one with Windows Mobile 6.5, I think. And then from there, I went to the iPhone 5. And then from the iPhone 5, I've now gone to the iPhone SX Max, when the iPhone 5, after many, many years, just didn't have enough. Let's see, purchase vehicle. After completing the test, I can now purchase the vehicle. Or if you would like to test, no, test another bloody one. We've got Xbox achievements to get. Yep, I'll take that. Yay! Achievements. Purchase trimmers. While the most great for open grass, trimmers can be used to hack down all the plants along the side of the garden. Contracts require you to have a mower and this trimmer. Okay, let's just get one of them, I suppose. This is the contract map where you will see visible the contracts of people whose gardens you're intended to ruin. Now the company is set up, please select the contract from the bottom there on the map, and let's go. So we just have this one here. Contract setup. Once you select the contract, you can see the information about values, requirements, issue with. We just press OK. So we only have one of us. All right, employee called Panic. Don't panic. Okay, this is a 99% cut. Recommended deck width 100. Last cut range that they want it cut to 5 to 6 centimeters. That's almost like 0, isn't it? Confirm contract. Can we go? Now, at some point, we need to sprint for a mile. So we'll see how big this garden is. If it looks like it's maybe 100 meters long. Was it a mile or a kilometer? What was the unit that was on the achievement? Just going back to like we were saying about phones. In addition, I've got like for the business, I've got like laptops and tablets. I have I got it on my birthday years ago as bought myself for a special treat, and I've used it all the time now since what 2015 is my Microsoft Surface Pro 3. I got the i7 model, like the top model. On there in that range. Absolutely awesome device, and it's still going ridiculously strong all these years later. In a way of tablets, I do have an iPad 2. However, the final update that Apple allowed to get onto the iPad 2 bricked it basically. You can use it, but everything, all the apps just keep crashing ever since that final update got installed, which I'm fairly certain was intentional on their part, because you know what they're like. But now I have an Amazon Fire 8 Plus. This is a mouthful for those, isn't it? I modified it straight out the gates because I wasn't having it restricted by Amazon's rubbish. Round check phase. At the start of each contract, you have a small period of time to find and remove any objects on the... Oh... Yeah, Apple are asses, hence why I went past. Yeah, I mean, 2 seconds, I'll just press the button, because I know I blocked it, but I can still read it. And evening there, Frodo. I think that does my head in about... which is the sprint button? That's the sprint button. I think that does my head in about... with likes of Apple, they like to take things away because your hands are tied, basically. I mean, when I had my iPad 2 and I was using it, I took that thing everywhere. I took that all over the bloody world, what have you. And it had Apple had a photo app that was kind of like a Photoshop sort of thing, and you could like paint in things with your fingers and stuff like that. TV was about to go into auto standby mode. You could it was really good, and I edited, because part of my business is I do photography as part of the bit, and I did so many, like thousands of client photos through that. And then Apple were like, no, we're not going to do this, but we're going to integrate it all into one app so that you can use the so that you can get it all in the main photo app, like the photo gallery app. And what that meant was they changed it so that instead of being able to do all of those things, now they just replaced it with a few crappy filters that the kids put on the pictures that generally make pictures look awful. There's no polite way to put it. There's things as well. I mean, going back to tablets and stuff. I remember in the late 90s with Microsoft. If it was late 90s, it could have been the early 2000s. I can't remember. But at a Microsoft conference, and they were introducing tablet computing, and the problem was marketing. Unfortunately, nobody cared. And then Apple comes out with it, and everyone like shit the bed basically. You know, they're like, "Oh wow, it's amazing! You know, no one's ever thought of this." And I'm like, "Hang about, I was sat there." All right, let's hop in here. Was it so? When are we expecting an Eastwood stream? When it comes on sale, it's very expensive. But yeah, I definitely want to give that a go. I've added it onto me wish list, so hopefully it'll. What's that notification I just got there? Intriguing. Very suspicious. Okay. Right, what was I talking about? Oh, you got to hold that, haven't you? Yeah, I definitely want to give that one a go there, CGD. It's CGD, everyone. Spending our money again. We need that hashtag blame CGD. Pop in the chat there. Okay, your performance cutting will affect how much money and reputation points you get. So we've got to draw the best crop circle, everyone. Well, didn't they do stuff to the headphone socket to make you get a special... Yeah, they took away the headphone socket because they're brave. What an arsehole they are. Have you watched their conferences? That whenever they have their conferences, it's awful. You get the more, the photos they have as examples are always awful as well for the cameras. And they always do the thing where they're pacing back and forth, and it really infuriates me because you have the whoop man, where they're basically forcing everybody to start cheering over nothing. It's like, these like dancing programs. I really can't stand them that you see on the telly. And have I got this mower turned on? Yes. And they well, let's just go around there. People are just like randomly cheering, and like you're seeing it, and you're thinking, what on earth? Why would you choose to cheer at that bit? The general audience has no real clue what's going on. So, I can't stand those. I don't like reality TV. Full stop. We'll start ranting and raving about that next. No bother there, Mr. Smith, and thank you for coming in there. And hope you behave yourself for the rest of the day. And we'll catch you later on there, mate. We'll probably still be cutting this lawn. I'm going to try and like cut around the edges, then we'll try and do it like kind of neat in the middle. Otherwise I reserve the right to Oh, hang on, what height did they want this grass cut to? Can anyone remember? We didn't even set the cutting height, did we? I think it was something like 5. Does it tell you? Yeah, cutting height was 5, so we just drove around the garden and cut this first layer at the completely wrong height. Hashtag blame Trizzy. Should we just continuously do it around the borders here, and just slowly like clock it in and in, or should we try and like do some squared off section? Oh, there's a patch. We'll figure out that later on. It keeps on going red. You see on the side there? What does that mean? Down there. What time are you all setting off tomorrow then, CGD? I know you said that you already had all your gear good to go. Oh, what's this? Mower overload. Your vehicle will display at the bottom right corner. If it overloads by driving too fast, cut the grass at once. What, make us suffer engine damage and cut the quality. Oh, don't worry, we weren't going to do a quality cut here. Cutting wing overloaded. will leave blades of grass have to be cut again on the vehicle's controls. Right. Maybe if I just hold the accelerator here then maybe. Like halfway. About 10ish then, no man. He said it was only like an hour or two away from yourselves anyway, so it's not like a massive journey. I suppose, yeah, 10 o'clock, that means you don't have to worry about the rush hour traffic as well. You can just take it easy. Accelerate a little bit more, pull the trigger a little bit lower. Once we've cut this garden, I'm going to try for the Xbox achievement for running the mile in career mode. Because we have to get the precious achievements. And Panic needs to practice her panic running. I have to give the strimmer a try as well. And see how that goes. Just I thought there was going to be a time limit, not just a simple count. I was imagining this was going to be like a time trial. When it started talking about timing. So does the light green, does that mean that I have to go over that? Or is that telling me that's the only good bit of our cutting? Ooh, how are we going to do this bit? We know we can come back to that little corner piece in a few moments. It's definitely reminding me of one of the first couple of levels of Planet 51. Which I'm sure is next week on the schedule. We have another new game for this week that I picked up during the Steam sale. It's been on my wish list for absolutely ages, but we're going to have a go of Spirit of the North, where we play as a little fox in Iceland. I think is that where it's set, something like that. What was that other fox game as well? There was a one. I've got it on my wish list as well. Whoa, what the hell was it called? Because I know you streamed it because you showed it ages ago. CGD, I can't think what the hell it was called now. Is it one where you said that you're like the last fox or something along those lines? That was it. Yeah, Endling Extinction. Yeah. I like the foxes, Frodo. Well, this week's random game is, as I said, Spirit of the North, which is a game with a fox in it. As I'm trying to get actually random game night to be random games, so they're all different games in the weeks coming up. trying to think what's the one the week after. It might be Islanders. It just looked interesting. It was just like, oh, what was that Towerscape or something we played? I mean, it's a really simple game. I really enjoyed it. I've actually played that because it's one of the games that's available on Xbox's cloud, like xCloud service or whatever the hell it is they're calling it. And I fire it up on my tablet sometimes because I just grab the Bluetooth controller and play it on my tablet in the thing on there, streaming it. It's just a nice little relaxing game. Might do that again on stream. I mean, we got all the Xbox achievements in one stream as well. We went for that 100% completion in one sitting. Evening, Black Horse. We're cutting the lawn this evening. What sort of trouble are you getting yourself up to there? We got the coal power plant technically up and running last night. What a pain in the arse it was to boot. I finished the stream before I brought water down, but I primed the water pipes and got it fired up by 3 o'clock in the morning. Just playing like off stream just to finish off the build, and I had to use multiple bio burner things, whatever the hell they're called, just to connect the just connecting the water pumps only. But I could only I only had enough to power a fuel to power 4 of them, so I had to power 4 air pumps. Then I got the water flowing down there, then switched on the generators and just kept them having I kept them disconnected because I wanted them to we had the spare coal, so I used that to get them to generate enough power then to charge up all of the water pumps. Then I reconnected the coal production to it, so that the coal could flow in, so that they could get fresh coal as opposed to the stuff that we just had temporarily stored. And slowly, as I predicted, one by one, each generator spooled up, apart from 3 of them. But I know why that's happening, because I did say that we weren't really dividing the coal properly. Which I am going to fix through the week. I get like half an hour spare, I'll jump over and I know it needs to be modified, so it won't take that long to do. Plus the water pipes coming in, I'm just going to make them look more centered. But yeah, I'll sort that out. It'll take about an hour or something. I get a bit of time through the week. The next Saturday, we're going to transfer oil production closer to home. Yeah. Try the previous weeks. I've done the calculations on the spreadsheets, so I knew how much of this do we need to produce a minute, how much of that do we need. How much power is all that going to consume? We may rebuild the... Well, actually, we're going to have to. We'll choose a spot somewhere out of the way. Somewhere where we can't really fit any factories in, and we'll rebuild the Duracell battery. Can I just take out that section? We're going to have to get the little strimmer, aren't we? Tell you what, we'll see if there's any more big patches, and then we'll go get the little strimmer and give it a bash. Well, actually, there's a huge section here. We'll do this little bit here, then we'll go around with the little strimmer. Just so... Oh, what's this? Ground damage. You've managed to damage the ground and destroy some of the grass. Damage caused by turning your vehicle. I full lock. Oops. Maybe damage it. It'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, if we had the coal to support 200, I mean, we have 40 coal generators, which I'm just going to have to do us for now because I don't want to use the oil for like that type of fuel production, because I need what oil we have to make plastics and rubbers and you know, stuff like that, so that we can build the circuit boards to build the computers to get the milestones. I really need to change. We were discussing earlier on about like the current factory. What I'm thinking about doing is I was thinking about demolish it and rebuild it, but then I thought no, we'll leave it and we're going to build a platform above it and bury it. We'll cut power to it and what have you, and we'll move the actual resources out. But we're going to just bury that that entire facility on and put a platform above it, like in Futurama, how they built New York, New York, on top of old New York. So yeah, we're going to do it like that. But when the time comes, I'll definitely be going nuclear myself on there. Obviously, I haven't unlocked any of that yet, but we'll get there. I don't think we're doing too bad considering we've only really been playing it, you know, a couple of streams. Right, let's go get there has to be a big patch somewhere that we've missed, because that is quite a large percentage. Oh, hang on. The first row we didn't cut it right, did we? We have to go all the way along the outside perimeter here. Yeah, look at it. It's clocking up its speed there because, yeah, we cut this to the wrong height. So let's have a little look. Yeah, look at it. It's going right up now that we're redoing the bit that we bollocksed up. I know we're going to come back with the strimmer to do that bit. And possibly to do, yeah, that bit in there, which is fine. We'll sort that out. %. Took you 2 months to get to the stage of madness that I'm at. We need to... One of the things I need to unlock is fabric. I don't know how... I haven't like come across any clues yet in the game. I mean, I can check the wiki, I suppose. I checked the wiki to get like the figures for like the different like... so when I was doing the calculations, because it's got like the different... it's got the statistics for all the components written down. But we need fabric to get, I think it was the jetpack? No, the gas mask tier. But I don't know how to get that yet. I haven't come across anything where like the MAM stations told me, oh, you know, go and do this now because you can get fabric. So I don't know what the score is with that yet. Right, we're gonna go get the little strimmer now, so we can have a bash at it. It was hold B. Shave growing grass along the edges and tidy up. To use the trimmer, press the right trigger. Is that working? Did it work? Are we trimmed? How do I know if this is working alright? Do I have to aim it down? How do I know if I'm getting it to the right height? I'm definitely doing something with destroying the plants. I'm still on 96% though. Some along here that needs done. 96.7. Pick up grass. The percentage is not going up very fast though, is it? %. We need a couple more percent. You didn't want those flowers anyway. I'm fairly certain of it. Still 97%. There must be some big. It's not really going up at all there, is it? $97.1. Might be better off in the big mower. $97.2. Oh, that must be the bit that we damaged. 97.3. Previously on the Dr. Ravenholm show. Ooh, some more Astroneer. Such a fun game. I was saying before, I want to get back to that, to try the trains that you can get on it now. $97.5. I think there was another little bit over here, wasn't there? So we just have to slowly go across them, really. Okay, let's put this back on the truck. Change cutting blade. I don't think we need the cutting blades. We just get on the vehicle. Oh no, you need to turn that first, then you can do that. Which one's that one again, Black Horse? That bit there looks like it's slightly larger. That's what she said. I think there's some bits along here that aren't cut to quite the right size. Back it up. And forward. Was it? I beat you to it. I don't know, but we all seem to go to let's have a look drive through, because we never technically did this one. We only did it with the thingamywatter. We still need 0.2%. No, 0.3%. Somewhere around here, there's a tiny, tiny bit of grass. So 98.8, and it was 99% we're going for here, isn't it? Yeah, 99% of the grass. Right up. Cutting complete. There we go. We found the tuft of grass that we were missing. With the cut complete, you can now store your vehicle and equipment and then interact with your truck to run away. We need to dump off the stuff that's in there, and then we need to check our Xbox achievement progress, because we really need that sprinting achievement. We'll not be satisfied until we achieve it. Okay, let's just quickly check the achievement. Own all original mowers. Complete 100 contracts. Upgrade the company HQ. Where was the run a mile? Sprint a total of 1 mile in career mode. Drive a total of 1 mile in career mode. That says 1 mile. So how many laps of the garden do we think that is? Look at the state of some of these lines. Gotta get those precious achievements. What was it worth? Did anyone see what the achievement was worth? I'm surely this loop has got to be more than 100 meters. So we just need to do that, what, 17 times? What could possibly go wrong? Let's see if there's like a statistics thing. No, we just got to like guess. We already did a little bit of sprinting. Definitely get my steps in here. What does everything mean now? Video game logic says there really should be some collectibles started around here. What's this stuff? Industrial grade. Oh, concrete. I was wondering, what the hell is it? Any messages in the registration plates? Do another couple of laps. If we don't get it, I'll come back in my own time and get it. Depends how it defines a meter, I suppose, as well. Like Farming Sim, you have the distance achievements all through Farming Sim as well. At least on the Xbox ones that I've played, which is the 13, 15 and 17. I think 15 is the only one that I'm missing the achievement for the miles driven. Because it's something like crazy, like 1 billion miles or something. I generally just, for those ones, I set I get a bit of like elastic band or a shoelace and tie it around the controller so that I'm continuously driving in a circle and just go out for the day. Just leave it too rare to spin. I think we're going to call it on this lap and we're going to go and end the mission. But we must have got a good few steps in there towards the goal. We should get an Xbox achievement for doing this as well, though. Sure, there was one like for completing a contract. Okay, so ground check, we got $4.99 bonus. Ground check earnings, cutting time, we apparently screwed that on there. We damaged lots of things and paid 280 quid. And there goes the first achievement. See, this is the vehicle garage where you can fix your damaged things and view. Oh, we got something else as well. Blade Runner. Oh, we did get it, but it didn't unlock until after we completed. We could have been running there for ages. Let's see. This is the vehicle garage. Yeah, fix damage things. Yeah, get that. Okay, let's just have a look spy at the precious achievements. Complete one of every kind of contract. So there's just 3 different types of contract. All the mowers. Yep, achievement type JD. And welcome in JD. Yep, we just pull 4 achievements out. Got the Blade Runner for run a mile or sprint a mile. Drive a mile as well. Actually, we've got 4. Drive a total of 1 mile in career mode. Complete a contract, and we purchased our first vehicle. Oh wow! Look, there's all extra achievements for that as well. What sort of trouble you been causing today, JD? All these achievements are all secret achievements as well. The hidden world that is Lawnmower Ring. For everyone, I think that's where I'm going to leave it there. I don't think I could cope doing another contract right now, to be honest. We've done 3. We did 1 big garden where we learned how to play the game. Then we did the tutorial, realising that we should have just done the tutorial first during free play mode. And then we've done that 1 large contract there and completed that whilst only hacking half of the garden plants down. I don't think I can cope with anymore. I'm not 100% certain. We may come back to it. I'm just not 100% certain. We will. How do I exit this? Exit. Oh yeah, there we go. Press that button. Press that. Press that one. Put that cable apparently on the floor because it fell out of my fingers. Oh, let's have a look. What have we got? Who's sending me more notifications? Okay, I'll read that later. Right, what was I saying? Okay, let's have a little look and see what we've got coming up for the rest of the week. I had Discord, I just closed Discord and I needed it open. So, coming up this week, tomorrow we are back with Plum Hunters on Sniper Elite 5. Mission 8 of 10, so we're getting there. Back on the server on Tuesday for some Minecraft. We're going to be doing Farming Sim on Wednesday. We have a new game, Spirit of the North, for random game night on Thursday. Continuing Deathloop Simulator, The Witcher, on Friday. Some Satisfactory on Saturday. And fingers crossed, if we don't get stuck in one of JD's Deathloops, we will complete Buffy the Vampire Slayer from the original Xbox. On Sunday there was 2 missions left, like two levels left in the game. There's we left it off on the dream world, and after that there's the final world, but checkpoints are kind of non-existent in that game, so I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. What could possibly go wrong? Either way, JD will love the Deathloop. So thank you everybody for coming in tonight there, and once again CGD, thank you so much there for coming in with the raid there. I'm trying to find which screen did my stuff go onto so that we can raid out. Who is online that we can go and harass? I'm just going to take the easy option because I'm knackered. So once again, everyone, thank you for coming in and chatting there tonight whilst we cut the grass. I don't know. We maybe in about 3 months' time, we maybe might return to it. I'm not entirely certain, but we'll see what the Xbox achievements say. If stop spending our money. JD, CGD is already trying to spend my money again. He sent me a link to a game that looks really, really good. And he's determined he's going to bankrupt all of us. It's his evil plan to take over the world. He's going to bankrupt everybody. Alright guys, let's go and scream, get in the cab to this madman here. So thank you everybody for coming in. I don't know what the weather's going to be like this week. If we have a nice day for the weather, I really want to do some more garden streams. It's just that the weather's been like all over. It's either ludicrously hot or I can't like do it outside, or it's pitting down with rain. So we'll see. I've determined we're going to do some more garden streams. And if it cools down a bit, I really want to get back to, as I said yesterday, to do more board game streams, because we've had like a blank summer of board games because it's just been too hot to sit under the lights. Same as well, that's why we never finished the last jigsaw puzzle, because it's just been so hot. Plus as well, my back was nagging me, but this new seat, hopefully I can sit for longer and sit awkwardly over the puzzle as I do. Okay, anyway, enough rambling. Let's go see this maniac and scream to him that he apparently he's been in the cab. Now, it doesn't count because we never saw it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.